Hello, and thanks for showing your interest in building a coaching business that serves others. Now, the live training kicks off tomorrow, and if you're watching this, it's probably because you are intuitive and you've been helping people your whole life. Maybe you're the person that people have been coming to for advice all your life, and you just haven't been charging for it. You probably have a dream of helping others, of making a difference and getting paid for doing it. And maybe you've been trying this for a while, but you're still not getting paid clients. If you're posting content that gets a few likes, but you're not getting signups, or you're watching others grow while you're still in the stuck, confused, and overwhelmed stage, then this training is for you. I get it. You're tired. Not tired because you can't do this, just tired because deep down you know you were made for more. And I get it. That was once me. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Rani. And if you were with me 30 years ago, you would have seen me open my envelope of grades, my exam results, and get some really nice, good grades. And my dad persuading me to go do a degree in a topic that did not inspire me, only because it was the stable thing to do. And 20 years ago, I realized that I just could no longer keep doing this, be tied up in the golden handcuffs. I made the decision to take the action to learn how to make money from doing what I loved. And what was it that I loved? Well, coaching, personal development. So I had been to a few personal development events on the weekends, NLP, learning how to do, certain breakthroughs for myself, learning about myself more. And I thought, this stuff is really cool. What do you mean? Like, people actually do this for a living? And I wanted to know how to make money from it. Um, every Monday to Friday, I would be working in my banking job, and every Sunday, I had this kind of sense of dread. I was like, oh, I've got to go back to work, and it's so meaningless. I was getting paid well, don't get me wrong, but it felt like I was just trading my time for another paycheck and just getting through the motions of life. I felt it was taking me further away from myself, further away from joy, and away from what I wanted to create in this world. And on the weekends, I would drink and party just to decompress. And I saw so many other bankers doing that. And it was a gateway for addiction, just not dealing with your emotions, not dealing with the fact that you were not doing something that you love. So I decided to become a well-paid coach. And when I made that decision, I figured out, well, I've got to work out how to replace my corporate income. Yeah. And it did take me a while. After speaking to thousands of coaches, because I've been coaching for 23 years, I finally did crack the code on what makes a coach a successful coach that gets paid consistently, as opposed to a coach that doesn't. And that's what I'm going to be sharing with you in this next 5 days. So 10 years ago, I officially began helping coaches get paid for doing what they loved. Even though I've been coaching for 23 years, 10 years ago, I created the process that I'm going to be sharing with you this week. And I get it. Maybe you've done courses, maybe even paid for really expensive ones, right? And you've bought the templates, and maybe you've invested in programs that promise to launch your coaching biz in 7 days, or I'll get you to 10K months, right? And you realize that they're bullshit. It's not your fault. Okay, I'm going to demystify why they haven't worked for you, and they were never meant to work for you. It's not your fault. Okay, it's not that you haven't done enough or you're lazy. You're either overwhelmed with information, right, or you're stuck trying to do it yourself, something that was never meant to be done alone, right? Never meant to be figured out alone. And here's the sort of stuff that no one tells you. You don't have a laziness problem. You have a clarity problem, and clarity will change everything for you. And that's what we're going to get for you in the next 5 days. Because when you know why you're here, right? Now, let me just get a bit spiritual for a second. I believe we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And while we're here playing the game of life, having the human experience, We want to do what our soul's purpose is for us, right? We want to enjoy, want to make a difference, want to matter, right? And for many of us, we've lost ourselves along the way and we've forgotten what that is for us. So this training also helps you to get clear on who it is that you help and what it is you help them with. And you'll have an offer that then lights you up. And when you're all lit up, it's very, very easy to have conversations and clear messaging, which helps you to sell confidently. And then clients will come. When my dad wanted me to study something safe, something practical, I understand why he did it. Yeah. And I followed his instruction. But I got stuck doing something that paid well, but I didn't love. It looked good, it made my family look good, but I felt like I was just super bored and irritable. Yeah. I wasn't living my purpose. I was just managing my life and just trying to get through each week until one day I made a decision to learn more about it. And I went to a training just like this. It wasn't on Zoom, it was in person, but it was a personal development event. And they were teaching you how to get paid for coaching and how to kickstart your coaching business. And I walked out a completely different person. That was the beginning of a life that I live now. I get paid for my purpose. I get surrounded by clients and people that I love and free, like I'm truly free to live, serve, earn, and, just have the life that I want. And what will this training give you a taste of? Well, how to create a business and a life on your terms, something that you do, that you love, and how to get paid for it. And I know that you're thinking, Rani, I don't have time. Time is not the issue. Misalignment is. I know coaches who have been stuck for years, for decades, trying to kickstart their coaching business, and they still don't have consistent paying clients. I'm going to go through the 6 things that keep coaches stuck in this next 5-day training with you. After knowing this, you won't be able to unsee it, and you'll be like, right, that's the reason it hasn't worked out for me yet. Now, I know you're thinking, Rani, 90 minutes a day for 5 days. I just don't have the time. But what if I told you this is the most important 90 minutes that you're going to spend each day this week, and this is going to contribute to the best life that you can create for yourself? Yeah. This training doesn't cost you time. It actually saves you years, decades, thousands of dollars, and a lifetime of regret. Best of all, it's free. Yeah. Now, let me tell you about Melissa. She was a mum homeschooling 3 kids and working a full-time job in accounting. Just unbelievable. And she joined anyway. And by day 3, she said, look, I finally know what I'm meant to be doing. I want to help parents get time back. And she she created a product which was super easy to market because most parents who have multiple children want more time for themselves. She said, I've wasted 5 years second guessing myself, and this gave me back my fire, determination, and a step-by-step pathway in which I could go and bring this product out to the world. Not only that, she can now help so many people who are feeling stuck and overwhelmed in the same situation. If you're feeling time poor, it's probably because your energy is leaking into things that are not aligned. Okay. And we're going to cover all of those energy drainers in the 5 days together. And best of all, I'm going to show you a pathway that's going to plug those leaks. And if time really, really doesn't suit you, like you have to sleep or you have to work or it just doesn't work, right? Then grab the VIP pass. It's only $47, super no-brainer. It gives you lifetime access to all the recordings from this week, and it gives you a 30-minute private one-on-one consult with me. That's valued at $497 US. And I'll also give you my AI course creation training, which is valued at $997 completely for free. Okay. So even if you can't show up live every day, show up for yourself. Show up for yourself and make a decision to get paid and get clear on doing what it is that you really, really love. And you might also be thinking, look, I'm not ready. Now, readiness is created through action, not waiting. Yeah. You don't need a niche right away. I will help you get clear on that. Yeah. You don't need a logo. You don't need a 10K following. In fact, the first time I made $600,000 within 100 days, I think I only had like 1,000 Facebook friends. Yeah. You need momentum, right? Let me tell you about Libby. She said that, hey, Ronnie, I've been thinking about starting my coaching business for 2 years. I don't feel ready. And I said, you don't need to be ready. You need to move. So she joined the training, and 6 weeks later, she messaged me this. I've signed 3 paying clients. I've built my offer using your template, and I feel alive. I'm so proud of her. It's just sometimes the antidote to anxiety is moving. It's just actually getting moving. And perhaps you're thinking, well, look, I've done other trainings before. Information does not equal transformation. Yeah. This is coaching emotion. Dr. Demartini says that 10% of coaches have no intention of ever applying their skills in a clinical way. They don't want to get paid. But if you're one of the 90% that must make money, right, then this is the training for you. This isn't just training. It's not me talking at you for 5 days. It's you shifting, doing the work. We'll walk out with a way to get booked, to take payments, to talk about your coaching in a clear way and understand the psychology behind sales, right? Behind buying and selling. Let me tell you about Michelle. She said, I've bought 3 other training programs, nothing worked. I was about to give up, and something about you resonated with me, and something inside me told me to try this. By day 4, she was crying, and she said, this is the first time that I've ever really felt seen, like you reached through the screen and named my blocks. Michelle went from, I'm ready to just give this all up, right, to launching her offer 2 weeks later and making her first 5K in coaching. Why? Because clarity creates confidence, okay? And confidence sells. And she's a grandma. Yeah. Like if you think this is too late, it really isn't. Any age is the perfect age to start doing what you love. And if you start earlier, then good for you. And I know that for some of you, you don't know what you want to do. And this is a really deep topic, so I'm not going to go into it too deeply here. It's just that maybe, like my dad, you were given an instruction from someone that you loved and respected, and you took their direction. And maybe you built an entire career of what society expected of you. Maybe you have this, time, effort, and energy that you spent in a career or in a particular degree that you spent a lot of money on. And now you're just like, well, what do you mean? I want to do this coaching thing, but what about all this money, time, effort, and energy that I've spent on everything else? Look, if you don't have a clear niche right now, but you know that there's something in you that's just not happy with the golden handcuffs that you have right now, if you feel like you need some clarity and guidance, I just want you to know that you don't need a perfect idea. You just need a starting point. This training is going to help you uncover what's already inside you, your genius. Dr. Demartini says, no matter what you've done, no matter what you haven't done, you deserve love. This all makes you unique. It makes you unique and able to coach people in a way that most people feel, you know, their mistakes are things that hold them back. What if I told you that your mistakes are actually what give you credibility to go and help others and support others? Your life experience, your values, your lessons are your unique magic. Let me tell you about David. So he came in saying, look, I have all these scattered ideas. I feel pulled in 10 different directions. I love personal development. He had an IT background. And he just kept jumping from niche to niche. And he would post some really strange things that were just the messaging was inconsistent and often reposting memes and things from other people. So the first thing we did is we pulled it all together in one powerful mission. So I extracted his niche from him, and he didn't believe he actually had a niche. This is really interesting. He said, there's nothing unique about me. But when we created his business blueprint, he's now really thriving as a high performance coach. And The language in his marketing is clear and powerful. And he's having, the best fun that he's ever had. And again, like if you're thinking, oh, it's too late for me now, I'm too old, or I just have too many responsibilities, or, now I've got teenage kids who I have to pay for their school and their college. What if I could show you a way that could replace your corporate income and even give you more than that? Yeah. Your age is your advantage. Your life situation can work for you. And let me tell you about Judith. Now, she's in her 70s now. Of course, a lady never really reveals her age. But when she joined, she said, Rani, I don't even know if I can do this. I'm really challenged by tech, right? I don't want to spend hours and hours trying to figure out, how I'm going to get onto to Zoom with the right lights and the right music and stuff. And I really want to spend time with my family right now. It's a really precious time for me. She has now become one of our most beloved coaches, one of our, beautiful team members in our community, our ethical community, and she's an amazing coach. On average, she saves people around $500,000 during divorce and then helps them to heal and find love again. I mean, what a beautiful, beautiful person. And she is looking to support and train other coaches on how to actually become better in doing this themselves. So she brings wisdom, she brings depth, she brings presence. So if you feel like whatever you've done in your life is just not good enough or it's too late, let me tell you, this is the perfect time. She's not trying to go viral. She's trying to make an impact and leverage her time and leverage the knowledge, right? And that's what people will pay for. It's not too late. It's your time now. And perhaps you've been, asking yourself, well, what if I fail? What if you succeed? What if you succeed beyond what you've ever allowed yourself to imagine? Your relationship with failure will completely change after this week. It's something that I had to overcome, and it's something that I help my coaches to overcome and to really get out there. I've had so many people say, what if I try this and it doesn't work? And, here's a better question. What if you don't try it? And in 6 months or 6 years or 60 years, you're exactly where you are now. Yeah. Let me tell you about Amanda. She has an incredible story. She helps parents after the loss of a child. Sadly, her own experience, she lost her child. But she was scared and she didn't think that anyone would want to hear it. So she joined the training and she's now able to support many parents through awful loss. And let me tell you, she's a beautiful, beautiful soul. And it's all because she finally showed up for herself. Yeah. Maybe you're thinking, look, I don't know if coaching is for me because I don't want to be salesy and pushy. I don't know if I'm really ready to kickstart my coaching business because sales feels ick to me. Yeah. But sales is service. And ethical coaches deserve to earn well. Most coaches have bleeding hearts. They just want to help people. And I'm sure at some point you've helped someone and not charged them. In fact, for many of you, it's been more than once. Yeah. I'm going to show you a way that sales can feel like just a casual conversation with a friend. And I'm going to help you to take the ick out of it. Okay. You're going to learn how to sell with heart. No pushy scripts, no fake scarcity, just value forward invitations. Let me tell you about James. He hated selling. I hated it with a vengeance. But once he learned to speak to the values and struggles of his ideal client, he said, huh, sales is just like a dance of service and love. And best of all, he's created a six-figure coaching business that he says he does mostly from the laptop in his lounge, right? He has a desk, but most of it he does sitting on the lounge, the couch. And so that's pretty funny because often he'll just post a photo going, yeah, this is my day today. And maybe you're thinking, look, what if no one listens to me? What if I really don't have anything unique to say? I get it. The right people really are waiting from you. The coaching industry is booming. And I know you might think you're a bit too late to the party and you're like, why is someone going to work with you and not everyone else? And, why not these AI coaches now? Well, people need people. People need a heart to heart and a soul to soul connection. They need to talk to someone who's human, who really gets them. Yeah. And that's why not every coach is for every client, but your people, the right people are waiting for you. Yeah. Articulating your offer in a clear way is the key. Yeah. You don't need 10,000 followers. You need the messaging that lands, and I'm going to help you to create that. In the challenge, we craft a message that really moves people, not just clever words, but real soul deep resonance. Yeah. People are starting to wake up to the fact that we are spiritual beings, right? That we want to have a meaningful experience in this human realm. And if we're here for around 100 years, we want to make it matter. Yeah. Let me talk about Jenny for a second. She was able to 6x the price of her program within weeks of joining. If you're undercharging, or worse of all, not charging at all, then this is a no-brainer free training that you have to attend, right? Get this sorted out. So, what is this really? This is 5 days live with me, right, inside our Kickstart Your Coaching Business training. And I just want to let you know this is the last time that I'm running this particular training for a while, for several months. So, please use this opportunity to ensure that you attend. On day one, we're going to be talking about the fastest way to get coaching clients without ads or funnels or paying for it. Yeah. Day two, your unique magic and how to turn it into a paid offer. Every single one of you has something unique that you can serve the world with. Day three, messaging that attracts your dream clients so you don't have to go and chase and hustle. Yeah. Day four, how to confidently price and sell without sleaze, without, feeling pushy or ick. And also how to understand that money and sales blocks might be the very thing that's stopping you. More importantly, what do we do about it? Yeah. Day five is get booked, take payments, get consistent paying clients with conversations that feel relaxed and friendly. We're going to be going into the sales psychology, and that's my favorite day. Yeah. It's live, it's practical, it's free. And if you do want more support, if you want to watch at your own pace, yeah, then grab the VIP pass at just $47 and you'll get lifetime access to all the recordings, a 30-minute private one-on-one strategy session with me, which means that I can have a look at your current coaching business. Even if you don't have a coaching business right now, we can talk out some ideas for you and build that. You'll also get my AI course creation training that's valued at $997 and it's completely for free. What does that give you? Well, it gives you something you can sell straight away. So here's the choice. Excuse me. You can scroll past this and just carry on with your day and go back to, that was inspiring for now, or, I feel kind of almost ready, or I'll figure it out myself, or gosh, I've got so many trainings, there's about tens of thousands of videos I haven't watched yet. I have to go through that first. Or you can just say, it's free. This is the sign that I've been waiting for, and just say yes to this moment. Yeah. Go ahead and register at clients888.com/clients. I'm going to be dropping the link in the email as well. So it's www.clients888.com/clients, because you're never meant to figure this out alone, and you don't have to. Why is this training for free? Why am I doing this? Well, because I've seen thousands of coaches struggle over the last 23 years, and only 4% of coaches get consistent paying clients. And it's such a quick and easy problem to solve. It's actually not that difficult. And I'm going to help you solve it for free this week. So let's build your business together. Let's get you paid for being on purpose. Let's do this now. And most importantly, really, it's about you not having any regrets. Yeah. I'd really love to meet you in person. If you can come live, that would be the best. That really lights me up, getting energy from me. And if you think that this world is full of people just like you, wanting to help, wanting to heal others, wanting to facilitate, well, you're wrong. Really, you are unique. There are not that many people that have that kind of beautiful heart, and you deserve to be paid for it, paid well. So, your next step is to make sure that you've enrolled for the training and it starts tomorrow. All you need to do is go to www.clients888.com/clients. It's a no-brainer if you must get paying clients now. If you've been struggling with your niche, your offer, your coaching business, if you've had some paying clients here and there, or you haven't had paying clients yet, let's kickstart your coaching business and give you a way to get consistent paying clients. And more importantly, to live a fulfilling life where you can serve others and go to bed knowing that you made a difference. I can't wait to meet you there.